welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a bit of a different path.
A really interesting one.
Yeah, we're stepping away from the usual, the policy papers, the dense historical documents.
And we're jumping right into a children's story.
Exactly. We're analyzing a piece of source material that seems incredibly simple on the surface, but, oh, it's really not.
It's Mission Monkeys, the Lost Acorn of Maplewood Park. And our goal today isn't just to, read the story. We're here to really dissect its architecture.
It's design.
Its design, yes. We want to see how it manages to package some pretty complex standards like reading comprehension, math inside this really engaging mystery for 3 to 8-year-olds. It's actually a masterclass in instructional design.
So let's track those design elements. It really all starts with the characters, right? The mission monkey.
Of course. You've got the 4 of them.
Right. So first up is Mila. She's the leader, the analytical one. She's the one cracking the logic puzzles.
The detail-oriented one. And then you have Milo.
Milo. He's pure energy. He's super fast, but that speed means he
just jumps the gun. He acts first, thinks second, and misses the crucial details.
Then there's Mia. I'd say she's the anchor of the team. She's the one who spots patterns, stays calm when everyone else is, freaking out.
And she synthesizes the information. Then you have my favorite, Mick.
Mick is he's all heart and humor. He thinks every nut is a potential snack, and he sees a bit of magic in everything.
He's the comedic relief, and he's essential.
So this crew, they show up at the Autumn Acorn Festival in Maplewood Park, and the whole plot just kicks off immediately.
It does. A frantic little investigator, Detective Squirrelington.
I love that name.
Oh, it's great. With his little tiny hat and a monocle, he announces the worst possible news. The Golden Acorn of Gratitude has been stolen.
And the stakes are immediately set super high in that classic kid story way.
Absolutely. The detective claims, and this is a great line, without it, the leaves won't even fall right, which for a kid creates this huge sense of urgency and emotional weight.
That urgency is the perfect setup. The mystery immediately becomes what the story calls a clue trail.
Yes, and that's key.
It's not just a story for the monkeys. The story explicitly invites you, the listener, to solve it right alongside them.
And that move from passive listening to active participation it's just crucial for learning. You're not just following a plot, you're solving a puzzle yourself, which makes the lessons inside really stick.
Okay, so let's follow that trail. Let's look at the challenge. Clue number 1. I have to say, this surprised me. I was expecting numbers.
Right.
But it's not. It's all about descriptive language. Why do you think they started there?
Well, that's a great question. I think it's about pedagogical layering. They start with a riddle, and a riddle tests reading comprehension, but through analogy. You have to process multiple descriptions at once.
Okay, so the riddle is, I crunch beneath your feet, I'm red or gold or brown, I flutter when the wind blows, then tumble to the ground.
And Mila, the logical one, she gets it instantly. It's a leaf.
But we also get Milo's classic fail here.
Oh, this is the best part.
He guesses, a dancing pancake.
Which is just perfect. It shows he heard maybe tumble and ground and then just, added his own energy to it.
But that wrong guess is so important, isn't it? It shows the listener that if you miss just one little detail like red or gold or brown, you can go way off track.
Exactly. The very first lesson is just pay close attention to the text. It's foundational. So once they solve that, they're on to clue number 2.
And the cognitive domain shifts completely here. They get to a giant tree, and there are these glowing, scrambled letters carved into it. O-C-R-A-N.
So now we're moving from comprehension to decoding, language mechanics. It's a straight-up spelling test. Unscramble the letters to find the word.
And this is where Mech gets his moment to shine with his wonderfully wrong guess.
What does he say?
Cornar.
Right. And that's more than just a laugh line. Mick acts as what you could call a safe failure mechanism. His wrong answers make it okay for the kid listening to also be wrong. It normalizes making mistakes before you get to the right answer.
It's Mia, the pattern spotter, who sees it. She realizes the letters spell acorn.
And notice what they're doing there educationally. They're not asking a child to just spell acorn from memory.
Right, they gave them all the pieces.
They gave them all the pieces. That's a core principle in education called scaffolding. You give the learner the tools, you minimize the frustration, and you maximize that feeling of success.
And the reward for getting it right isn't just another clue. The tree opens up, and there's a slide made of soft leaves.
That's so important for this age group. That connection between a mental effort solving the puzzle and a fun physical reward. It just reinforces that problem solving is a pleasurable thing.
So they slide down and land right in the middle of clue number 3, math in the meadow.
Now we're in the quantitative zone.
Yes. So they find 3 squirrels, and each one is holding a sign showing how many acorns they have. One has 2, one has 5, and one has 3.
And the question is simple. How many acorns do they have altogether?
The answer is, of course, 10. But what's this really teaching, beyond just 2 plus 5 plus 3?
It's contextualized math. Early learning really depends on tangible things. They aren't adding abstract symbols on a worksheet. They are counting real objects that are part of the story, part of the goal.
They're anchoring the math in the narrative.
Exactly. It shows you that math is useful, it's immediate, it's not just some dry thing you do in a classroom.
So after the logic, the spelling, and the math, they get the final clue. Go where the colors swirl, the giggles grow, and the squirrels dance slow.
I love that. It's a final little test of all those descriptive language skills they practice with the very first clue. They have to interpret this abstract language to find a physical place.
Which turns out to be the autumn spin zone, a playground merry-go-round that's been covered in painted leaves. And right there, tied to the center pole, is the golden acorn.
Mission complete. But the ending, the resolution, is maybe the most brilliant part for this audience.
You mean the thief?
Yeah, the thief isn't some evil villain. It's a little chipmunk who just borrowed the acorn to polish it for the party.
That's such an important choice. It resolves all that high tension, not with a fight, but with kindness and a little bit of humor.
It models forgiveness, positive social interaction, everyone just laughs. And the mission monkeys are made honorary force detectives for their great teamwork.
And we get that perfect final line from Mick.
What's that?
He says, "And I didn't even eat the clues this time," which for him is a huge step forward.
It really is. So if you pull back and look at the whole thing, the lessons are woven together so well. You have the direct skills comprehension, spelling, addition.
Right.
But then you have these bigger meta lessons. First, that paying attention to details is how you solve problems. Second, that teamwork makes hard things fun.
And third, that kindness and honesty are always the better way to go.
Exactly.
This deep dive really shows that Mission Monkeys isn't just a story. It's a carefully engineered learning tool. It takes these big educational goals and breaks them into small, fun, rewarded steps.
And that's the power of a really good narrative, right? It packages these skills that can sometimes be intimidating into something memorable, something fun. It turns what could be information overload into a game of discovery.
You feel like you saved the festival, not like you did your homework.
You really do.
So that leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. If the Mission Monkeys can break down what seems like this impossible mystery into a simple 3-step clue trail.
With a new skill at each stop.
A new skill at each stop, yeah. Then how can you apply that same clue trail method to learning your next complex subject? Or, maybe even managing your next big project?
Can you turn your adult challenges into a series of rewarded micro tasks?
It's something to think about.
Until next time, keep digging.